All right, to take the step back, mDL creates an ecosystem by letting the citizen manage their ID information and with consent hand it to verifiers. This creates one of these identity networks that's being discussed in the industry now. You'd call this a citizen managed identity network. You can go ahead and click to the next slide. So the way the trust mechanisms work within this ecosystem, the issuing authorities, so that's your state DMV, that's an issuing authority, can be a national ID card as well, or another issuing authority. They sign each of the data elements with a private key and in the ISO 18013-5 format, and then provision that set of data elements down to the citizen for the citizen to manage. At the same time, they are going to publish their public key as a signer certificate. So that again is in the 18013 format. And those signer certificates can be assembled together into what's called a master list by really any number of entities. And verifiers can then get access to those master lists. They would contain the public keys of the known good issuing authorities. So then also the citizen device then can use the ISO 18013 standard with a verifier in order to connect and then transmit data or transmit a token which the verifier uses to retrieve data. And it sends across these ISO formatted data elements. The verifier then uses the proper certificate from the master list, checks the signatures on the data, and can see that the data is unchanged. It was indeed signed by a government issuing authority, and it actually, you can see that it came from the device from which it was originally intended. So this is how the trust in the data and the mechanisms for trust in the data work in ISO.